Today I want to talk about cheerleading. Yeah, I did cheerleading when I was younger. I wanted to do cheerleading all the way up until I got into high school, but of course I ended up getting transverse myelitis, so that ended up not being part of my life anymore after I got transverse myelitis. But at the age of 8 or 9, I think, I can't remember, I was on a cheerleading team. I was like really little. I can't remember the exact age, but I think I was younger than that actually. Because the first team I was on a team with my aunts, my Aunt Denise and my Aunt Jody. Yeah, Aunt Jody. She's not really my aunt, but you know, she grew up, she was really close to us and our family, so of course she became my aunt, even though she's not part of the family. She's part of the family in some way. I don't know exactly how, but I know that she's not my aunt, but I call her aunt anyway. So I loved cheerleading when I was little. I know I like kind of bitched about it sometimes, like, I don't want to go to practice today, but then when I got there, I had a blast. I had tons of friends on that team. I had fun hanging out with my aunts, and it was just awesome, and it was a lot of fun, and I remember, like, those are the memories that stuck with me the most. Even though I lost some of my memories, I did lose those memories, but then I saw a picture of me when I was on that cheerleading squad, and like all the memories came flooding back. So luckily it wasn't lost forever. Like, all my memories aren't lost forever. Like, if I'll be sitting there and all of a sudden something will come to mind, and I'm like, oh Mom, do you remember this? And she's like, yeah, I remember that. And like my memory at that time just like came back. Like, I'll be doing something specific and it'll bring back a memory. Or I'll look at a picture and the memory will come back while I'm looking at that picture. So like, it's not gone forever. It's just like, it's there, but it's foggy and I can't remember exactly like the details, but then I'll like do something and it'll come back, or I'll look at a picture and it'll come back. But anyway, so like, I loved cheerleading, and of course then we ended up moving away to such a square, and I was sad because I wasn't going to be on the same team as my aunts. They weren't going to be my coaches, and one of my aunts' daughter was on my team. Excuse me, sorry. And I had a lot of fun hanging out with her because we barely got to hang out, but like, when we were younger, we were always close together and stuff like that. And I really liked it, and then we moved away and I was really sad, and then I moved into the trailer park which her dad lived in, and I was super excited because I get to hang out with my cousin. I call her my cousin. Like I said, they're related to our family, but I'm not positive like how they're related. I don't know if they're just like friends of the families, and we just pretty much, they're our aunts and cousins. I don't know, but anyways. So I moved into this trailer park which her father lived in, and she ended up visiting her dad a lot, and we ended up hanging out a lot and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's not about that, but like, it has to go with the story. So I was like super excited because I got to see her, but we weren't on the same cheerleading squad either way. And then I took some time off because we just moved and I didn't feel like really doing anything, and I didn't really want to jump back into cheerleading. I was still kind of sad even though I got to see her. But then I picked up cheerleading again and started doing cheerleading for the Red Hawks. My first cheerleading squad, I don't remember the name of it. I think it was like, I don't know. I have pictures, I'll show you guys them. Moved here, and they came to be the Red Hawks, and I cheerleaded with them, and I did not like my cheerleading squad at all. like, I liked my, coach. She was awesome. She was very nice and sweet, and she had a daughter that was not so sweet. She was kind of mean. A lot of girls did not like me very much. We didn't get along very well. I had a couple of girls on there that I was friends with and I liked to hang out with, so it's not all bad, but like, all the girls, they were mean. My cousin Amber was on there. She was a bitch. I freaking hate my cousin Amber. She's part of my mom's side of the family. We don't talk about that mom's side of the family because they're all not nice people. Not all of them, but it's like most of them are not nice people. Like, some of them are straight up bitches and assholes. Anyway, so, like, my cousin Amber, she was a bitch, and she, of course, had a group of bitches surrounding her, and they were horrible to me, and my mom's like, you guys should not be mean to Alicia, you should be nice, and stuff like that. My mom talked to her sister, and told her what was going on, and she talked to my cousin, and she was supposed to give her the talk or whatever, but that never happened because she was still mean to me either way, but whatever. So yeah, I loved cheerleading, but then I ended up taking, I think, another break, or no, cheerleading season was over, so I was taking some time off there because you can't cheer on cheerleading season, but I really used to do flips and all this like that, and I couldn't do the splits. Like, I'm not that flexible, so like my cousin, she could do like the big flips, the splits, and all this like that, and like everyone was like, oh my god, all over her because she could fucking do all that shit, and I couldn't. Like, I could do like some flips and stuff like that, but not like the splits. And I wanted to be the one that, like, you looked up when you, like, do a mount or whatever, but, like, they claimed that I was too heavy, even though I was, like, really, really skinny. So, at the time, I'm fat now. I'm actually not fat, I'm, like, chubby. I'm chub, and I love it. Anyway, so, I was, like, really small, really skinny, and according to them, I was too heavy. And I'm like, really? And Amber, of course, she was the one that got up in the mount because she was skinnier than me, and I'm like, how? We're the same fucking, when we stepped on the scale, we were the freaking same amount of freaking heaviness. I'm like, are you serious? I don't know. Anyway, so, of course, I took some time off, and of course, during that time, I ended up getting transverse myelitis, and all my dreams to stay a cheerleader all the way up to high school faded away. I wanted to keep doing it, and the transverse myelitis took it away from me, and I was like super sad and depressed, and I still think about it. Like, every time I, like, I don't know, do something will pop up ahead about cheerleading, and I'm like, oh, only if I didn't get transverse myelitis, I could still be doing this freaking cheerleading stuff. I could have went through all my middle school up to high school of doing cheerleading, and then maybe gone to a college and done cheerleading professionally and all this like that, but whatever. I'm over it, but like sometimes I get sad because I'm like, oh, I wanted to do cheerleading. But I loved cheerleading when I was little. I don't know. Anyways, this is probably the end of the video. I can't think of anything else, but I loved cheerleading, and getting transverse myelitis took it away from me, sadly. Sometimes I hate on the transverse myelitis. I thought, oh, if this didn't happen, I'll be able to do this, or you know, but, Oh, I want to say is, the reason why I can't do cheerleading is because transverse myelitis is a spinal cord injury, so it affects my walking, and I can't do flips or run or anything like that, and you have to do all that stuff while in cheerleading, because most people don't know what transverse myelitis is. I'm sitting here saying transverse myelitis over and over again, and people are like, what's that all about, you know, but yeah, it's a spinal cord injury. It affects your brain and it affects your walking. Some people, they are not able to get back up and walking when they get transverse myelitis, and I was one of the lucky ones who ended up getting back up and walking, but I can't walk properly. And I have to wear this on one of my foot, my right foot. I have to wear this on my right foot because it just like hangs there. It doesn't work. It moves, but not as it's supposed to. So, yeah, I can't run, I can't do flips, I can't jump, I can't do any of that kind of stuff, so it affects a lot of my everyday life. So yeah, that's the end of this video now. I know I said it a few minutes ago, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss out on something else, so yeah. See y'all next time. Oh, give this video a thumbs up. I gotta keep doing that. See ya next time.